afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo and Parkway RV Center on a very, very cold, rainy Thursday, guys. It is miserable out here. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I still want to try to at least bring you one video today. I got a really nice, another affordable fifth wheel I wanted to go ahead and review. This is a 2013 Keystone Sprinter Copper Canyon, the 333FWFLS. And guys, this is a mid-profile fifth wheel, so it's made for, you know, lighter duty trucks, F-250s, things like that. It is 37 feet, 6 inches long. It has 3 slides. It is a front lounge, and it's under $30,000. 4 seasons, of course. Copper Canyon is just kind of the upgrade luxury edition of the Sprinter, which was Keystone's very first series they built. Even predates the Montana. And nice unit. 9670, I believe, is the dry weight. And outside looks good. Sorry guys if I get a little water on my lens. I'll wipe it off when we go inside. Front lounge, I've got it hooked into power right now. It takes 50 amp electrical power. 1 slide on that, 2 over here. About 35 degrees right now. So 10-gallon DSI water heater. Does have furnace, roof air, and just looking around it, guys, I don't see anything cause of concern. I mean, it is a 13, so you do have a little bit of, you know, wear and tear, like cracks in the striping and things on some of the striping, not all of it. But all in all, it's in great shape for a, I guess, 9-year-old camper. Got a power awning, double axle. Does have the extended tongue, so it can be towed by like a shorter bed truck. When I say shorter bed, you know, without a slider, it's probably like 6.5 feet. Anything shorter than that, you're probably gonna need a slider. Let's look inside, guys, because this, I'm not gonna lie, it ain't a good day to be outside. And it may be a little tracked up where I walked in and out of it some in the rain, so it's not leaking. I just, floor's just wet from going in and out. Let me find a dry spot on my shirt to dry my lens off. All right, guys, I'll tell you something. That fireplace, of course, right now, any kind of improvement in heat is going to feel good, but I've had the fireplace on because I haven't had the furnace on because there's no propane in it. Or they take the bottles off, keep them from getting stolen. We put them back in when we sell them. So I'm just running on the electric heat of the fireplace. Let me tell you something. That heat from that fireplace makes a difference. It was 34 degrees on the thermostat when I came in here. I had that fireplace on about 20 minutes. It's 46 degrees now. That's really good because it's only like 5,100 BTU. But this is a front lounge, so you got a lot of space in here. We did put new carpet in it. You've got 2 sofas. They both look great. It's not the flaking furniture problem because this is not, these are cloth sofas. They're not the, well, what they call leather that they put in these. Or, you know, I call it a genuine 100% imitation leather. But these are actually the cloth seats, so they look great. There's no smoke or pet odors in here. It needs a TV, which, I mean, that's, you know, heck, TV now, guys, it's some cheapest thing you can buy for an RV. Fireplace works really good. Of course, that's electric. And this is a mid-profile, so when you go toward the front, you know, I'm 6'4", and I can walk all the way to this batting strip right here without bending down. So, let me show you here. You can see I'm right here at the strip. I got to bend down, but like right here, I can stand straight up, I'm fine. So, you know, the last 2 or 3 steps, you may have to bend down if you're tall. Of course, like I said, I'm 6'4". A lot of y'all may not be that tall, so it's no big deal. Double sleeper sofas that both make opposing beds. So you can sleep 4 up here, which is kind of nice. We'll step down toward the middle kitchen area. And these aren't solid surface counter. Well, are they? Sorry, my hands are half numb. I should have worn my gloves today. I didn't bring them. No, I don't think those are solid surface countertops, but they got a smooth finish though, so. But they look great, nothing swollen, anything like that. Got a big single basin sink. Table and chairs. You've got a 3-burner stovetop, microwave, 8 cubic foot refrigerator, which I think it's cold. I mean, when it's this cold outside, it's hard to tell. But I mean, like I said, I've only had it on about 30 minutes. But we do guarantee this, even though we got a great price on this, guys. We do guarantee we do guarantee your major things, which we guarantee the slide outs to come in and out like they're supposed to. We guarantee the roof air to get cold. We guarantee the refrigerator and freezer to get to operating temp. So all that stuff. We do guarantee to work, and we'll fix it if we don't. Looks like I forgot to turn some lights on up there. Got a residential style ceiling fan. Always a nice touch. Linoleum looks great. Like I said, we did replace the carpet, so you know that's going to save you $1,000, $1,200 that you don't have to spend. Plus the aggravation of trying to find a carpet installer that wants to work on an RV, because for some reason carpet installers are scared to death of these. But once they do it, they wonder what in the world they were scared about. But a lot of them, you just can't get them into, you can't talk them into doing that very first one. Once they do, they're wondering what in the world was a big deal. And that's how I got my current carpet guy. Because for years he always said no to RVs. He always did houses, but once he did an RV and got paid for it and realized he can make more money doing RVs than houses. And of course he's independent, but once he got talked into that first one, you know, hey, he was set. All right, we're going to walk toward the back. You got your hallway right here. I do like these style doors in the fifth wheel. Well, we're not exactly level, so that door may not shut right. You know, that seems to be a problem with fifth wheels. If you're not exactly level, that style door won't latch right. But if you're level, it should be no problem. But you've got a nice closet right here. You got some drawer space. Pantry right here, of course. To the left is your bathroom. It's a walk-through. You've got a solid sliding door so you can separate the bathroom from the bedroom. RV toilet. Sink, shower. You can see, guys, skylight looks great. No signs of water, leak damage, anything like that. I'm starting to bleach just a little bit yellow from where it's been outside some, but it's not that bad. Walk toward the back. Which you can get to the back from the hallway or the bathroom, but you got a queen island bed. Got plenty of storage back here. Now this unit's got one 15,000 BTU ducted roof air. It does have 50 amp power. It is set up for a second one if you want to add it. That's entirely up to you. You know, it's one of those things depending on what part of the country you're in. I mean, I would try it without it first and then decide later if I wanted to spend the money and the time to do it or not. But I like your little, instead of nightstands, you got little enclosures right there with plug-ins for your cell phones and wallets and stuff like that. So, place to store things at night. A little storage underneath your bed as well. But anyway, I like a front lounge. You know what's unusual about this one? It's a front lounge mid-profile. You know, those aren't easy to find. You can find, in fact, I've got 3 or 4 fifth wheels with the front lounge. But they're all you know, 41, 42, 43 feet. They're high profile fifth wheel, weighs 12, 13, 14,000 pounds, where this one right here, guys, weighs under 10. So this is something that you could comfortably tow as long as you're within your towing capacity. Just to clarify that. Something you can tow with many of today's like four-wheel trucks like a F-250, 2500 Ram or Chevrolet or Ford or whatever you got, and gas or diesel. Now you get into those great big, you know, 40+ foot units, you know, with 5 slides and high profile. They're so heavy. You got to have a 1-ton dually diesel to tow it, guys. I mean, I don't care what the truck manufacturer says, you know, common sense has got to kick in. For something that big, you need the stability. Something like this, you don't have to have 6 wheels to tow. And 37 feet 6 inches, and like I said, 9670 on the dry weight. Now if you don't know what your truck can tow, I've made it real easy for you. Go into the video description below on YouTube, or if you go to my website, if you don't trust the links, you can do the same thing. My website, parkwayrvcenter.com. I've got a free interactive tow guide where you put your vehicle particulars in, you know, the motor, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, things like that. You can look up the poundage you can tow, and then you can click on the lower right hand corner and it says show me RVs I can tow, and it'll show you every towable camper and fifth wheel I have your vehicle can tow. And it doesn't just go by the dry weight, it actually has a formula that adds for food, water, luggage, propane, things like that, that add weight on top of the dry weight. So, you know, like say this one's 9670. Let's just say your truck's rated for 9,700 pounds, and you would think, oh, I can tow it, but no, you can't, because you're not going to tow this thing empty. You're going to have water in the tanks. You're going to have luggage, propane, food, and more. So that's going to add a few hundred pounds. It's not going to add a ton to it. You know, you would be very hard pressed to put, well, let's just say, you know, you don't really haul much water with you unless you're boondock camping, but let's just say you, whoa, that heat feels good. You figure, you know, 20 gallons of water just to use on the way or something. Because you go to a campground, you're going to hook up to their water supply anyway. So you got unlimited water there. So, I mean, what's that? 150 pounds of water, roughly. 160 pounds. 8.3 pounds per gallon for water. And, of course, if your holding tanks are empty, you don't have any weight there. And you always dump them before you leave the campground anyway. So, and then you're going to add a couple 100 pounds for food and 100 pounds for luggage. I mean, guys, it's really, really hard to add more than 600, 700, 800 pounds to a fifth wheel this size. I mean, unless you're just packing it down to live in and you're putting a lot more stuff in here. But, you know, you never put more than a few 100 pounds in here. So, and you can put more if you want to, but why, you know, unless you have a need to, there's no reason to do that. But anyway, guys, this unit, 13 Copper Canyon 333 FWFL or FLFW. I'm not going outside to check it, but it'll be in the video description in the title of the video. But it's $29.9, haggle-free firm. It's just nice being able to breathe without seeing my breath. $29.9, and that's a haggle-free firm price. Great deal for the money. I mean, this thing is clean. And it doesn't need furniture. It's original. You know, we put the carpet in it. You don't have to worry about that. It's nice. If you're interested in it, give us a call, 706-965-7929. If you got a question about it, give us a call. If you want to come look at it, call us and make sure it's available. If you're coming a long distance, you may want to leave a deposit on it to make sure to guarantee you to be here when you get here. We also offer nationwide delivery for $1.50 a loaded mile one way. I mean, guy, you know, I was talking to a guy about this the other day, and we delivered one to, heck, I can't remember, somewhere up north, Ohio or Pennsylvania, something like that. And that's what he said. Said by the time he took off of work, to come down here and get it and paid the fuel and the wear and tear in his truck and the hotel room and all that, he said it was cheaper for him to pay the $1.50 a mile and have it brought to his house. And it makes sense, it is. You know, because that's us paying all expenses, guys. $1.50 a mile, and that's just one way. So we don't charge you for both ways. If it's, you know, if you live 1,000 miles away, even though it's a 2,000 mile round trip from a driver, because my driver has to get back home, we only charge for one way, so it'd be $1,500. And that's us paying my driver for his time, his wage, you know, paying the fuel, wear and tear on the truck, things like that, hotel rooms if necessary. And the only thing you got to worry about is $1.50 a mile. And now, if you wanted an extremely long distance, like the West Coast or something like that, we'll try to fine tune that a little bit, because it seems like the further you go, it breaks down to a little bit less per miles. And all we're asking you to do is pretty much reimburse us our cost. We don't make profit on delivery to $1.50 a mile. Trust me on that. It's just something we do that we offer customers. Because, you know, a lot of people buy these fifth wheels and these big destination trailers and things like that, and they don't have a vehicle to tow it. They have it delivered to a campground or a piece of property or something like that, and they either live in it or use it for like a weekend getaway cabin or something like that. Or a lot of people buy these to live in while they're building a house. They can stay on the property, keep an eye on it. And that's actually what I did several years ago when I lived in a fifth wheel for several months. And trust me, contractors hate it when you do that, but you see, you get more done and you're more hands-on when you're actually staying there on your property while they're building a house, keeping an eye on supplies, making sure they're working, things like that. And yeah, it's something that you can do with something like this. I mean, you know, good thing about it, you can use this thing for a while and sell it or trade it, and you're not going to lose much money on it at all. I mean, compared to buying a brand new one or something like that. And I know a lot of people are looking at RVs as housing now, because the housing market's so crazy. You're getting stupid money for selling your house, you know, stupid high price for your house. A lot of people are, what they're doing is they're selling their home, buying an RV to live in until the housing market crashes, and then they can buy a house for a fraction of what they sold their last one for. Which, I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but in theory it sounds great. But the good thing about a camper like this is, you know, you're not risking a lot of money, because, and this is a problem, so many people think, oh, I'm going to sell my house and buy a brand new fifth wheel, brand new 2022 fifth wheel. Here's a problem with most pandemic built campers is, you know, most dealers are going to do the bare minimum checkout on a new one. So here's the thing, when you buy one to live in and you move into it, you're going to discover all kinds of factory defects that's fixable under warranty. But what they don't tell you is that it takes several weeks once you take the unit back to the service area of the RV dealer for them to get warranty authorization, to get parts if needed, to fix it, and then schedule it in. That's several weeks that you sold your home, you're out of a place to live, you're living in a hotel. Whew, you can tell the difference back here in the temperature compared to up there. That's what a lot of people don't realize about living in an RV. What are you going to do for those several weeks? Buy a used one, save half the price or more. Get one that the bugs are already mostly worked out on. Save the money, and if you got to do a little work repairs on it, well, you know, at least you're not paying the amount of money. And here's the thing, guys, when you pay cash for a repair, this is a little secret RV dealers that won't let you know. Cash customers at pretty much any dealer service department gets moved to the front of the line before warranty customers. The reason they do that, because warranties have made it so hard to collect a claim. And when they do collect a claim, they usually do it at a reduced labor rate for the dealer compared to a cash customer. So if you go in with cash to get your camper fixed, you get it back quicker. So that's just a little tidbit. Trust me guys, I got tons more where those come from, where that one come from. But that's just a little trick that a lot of dealers won't tell you. And this is $29.9 haggle free firm, but we have no fees besides applicable sales tax. That's it, easy, simple, done. Again, we guarantee slide outs, roof air, and refrigerator freezer. And of course, you can come inspect everything else sold as is, but you're more than welcome to come inspect it for yourself. We'll plug it into power, run a generator to it, and turn the lights on. Try the microwave out, light your oven, stove. We'll put a little propane on it for you. And you can, you know, check it out for yourself. And third-party inspectors are always welcome if you want to hire one. I can recommend a couple, but that would kind of be a conflict of interest, so I'll let you just kind of do your own research on that. Do get one that's certified NRIVA. You know, there's several of those guys around. That's a good one to have. You know, a lot of these fly-by-night inspectors, they come in, and I've watched them too. We've had customers hire them in the past. They'll come in, spend 10 minutes in a camper, an RV, take a few pictures, write an impressive looking report, and that's all they do, and they charge you a few $100s for that. You know, get one that's actually very thorough. A good inspector takes pretty much all day to inspect one RV or longer. So, yeah, do your homework on that. Anyway, if you got questions about anything, guys, give us a call, 706-965-7929. I'm staying up here. It's amazing what that little heater can do on that fireplace. Of course, you know, like I said earlier, this kind of temperature, any kind of warmth feels good. If you're interested in this fifth wheel, give us a call and come out and look at it, spend some time with it. I got a large selection of fifth wheels, starting as low as 99 or 70, 99.95 is the lowest fifth wheel I currently have in stock, and I've got them anywhere from that $10,000 mark to $60,000 and everything in between. All right, 47 degrees now, heat wave. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And smash me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Feel free to comment, share on social media. I doubt I'm gonna do another one today, guys. It's just a miserable day to be outside, so I may just have to do it with this one, and because it's starting to rain again anyway. I just got over the flu a couple of weeks ago. I do not want to get sick again. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with some videos. And subscribe to my channel, RV's a Big Bow. Make sure you like it, comment, share on social media. Feel free to like my Facebook page. You can actually message me there. I don't take phone calls. I'm not in sales, but I don't mind giving advice from my 25+ years experience as an RV owner and working at RV dealerships, doing pretty much every position in an RV dealership one person can do. And I don't mind sharing you my advice and tips and pointers, and you know, hopefully save you some money, keep you from getting ripped off and all that good stuff. So, no fees, just easy, simple, and done buying and selling. Guys, we have financing with approved credit and down payment with no dealer interest rate markup. We have no upsells. You know, you go to other dealerships, from the moment you step in there, they try to convince you, oh, yeah, you got to buy gap insurance, extended warranties, this, and this, and this. The reason they do that is because all that stuff's marked up 3 or 4 times dealer cost, and it's a way for them to make an extra few $1,000s off of you. I always say no to upsells, guys. Keep your amount financed as low as possible. Pay as much money down as you can afford. Because here's the thing, guys. When you finance one of these, you'll get most of it back eventually when you trade it or sell it. Because that's less you have to pay off. So, you know, me, honestly, I always pay. You don't have to pay this much, but I almost always pay 25% down or more if I can afford it. Of course, you know, you don't have to pay that much if you've got good credit. You know, these banks, they do require more than they used to because of the tightening up on financing because of the pandemic. But, you know, you can get away with a lot less than that if you've got good credit. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it, guys. If you got questions about financing, about the RV, about anything else, give one of my salespeople a call, 706-965-7929. And look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.